especially since I started.
Yeah, the
I'm
fire.
like, yeah, I need that.
Yeah, if you come this way.
Yeah. It does keep you moving.
We have a hard hat. Fireman hat.
You kind of stick out.
You know the girl? Yeah.
Who's on the plane?
I had a little time
That
off.
reaction said it all.
Yeah. That's all good. It's Thursday. It's going to be 105, right? So.
No.
103. No, 105. Because Saturday. My wife is
Cindy Lauper? I love Cindy Lauper.
It's her last quarter.
I
know, right?
Like a
I know.
Like a Cold War swamp.
Right.
Walk down.
Taking her mail.
This is like one of his first like appearances.
I shot a
Kinda
kid.
go.
Yeah.
What a intro, yeah. Correct. Yeah, go to California.
It's never a good start.
I know.
Yeah.
Go to Stockton, California.
Should have said that.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
When this all started in Florida. Oh my god. Like day up.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. That's wild.
That 2016, that one's so good. He was Super similar?
Yeah.
At least possessive.
Right, you're right.
Not good, good.
My mental.
Yeah. Yeah. How long were you out there?
Oh, where?
In New York.
Oh, my whole life.
Yeah, okay, wow.
Thank you. I know I stuttered a bit. Well, not stu- I stumbled a bit, but Miguel was like,
2020 Olympic
you may
trial.
have noticed it more than the viewers. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm back here definitely.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you so much for watching.
About 5 years old.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah.
Sacramento's like an hour.
I know.
My hair was looking good that
You
day.
got the beach, you got the mountains. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's a nice little middle. You do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We always have Chick-fil-A tonight.
Smaller.
Right,
Like
right.
on papers, like my story today will be like Miami Herald hopefully.
Wow.
Sacramento Bee.
Yeah?
I'm like, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
cover this.
whatever.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Because they're all the flashy papers.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Wow, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens down here.
Yeah.
You know, big,
Yeah.
big spotlight on this area.
Still get used to it. I don't like talking about if you like stop guy for the newsroom.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that's still like a thing, you know? Like, yeah. It's just so funny.
I'm gonna go in the shade if that's cool.
It's gonna take over the Scott Peterson coverage and happen.
That's better.
Right. Right. Like, okay. Yeah.
I think was this two? I think that was one.
Wow.
Sorry.
Sorry. Cheers through 'em.
24 now.
Yeah.
It's not
All right, can y'all see me okay? Everybody comfortable? Plenty of sun? Getting our vitamin D? All right, good, 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 good. All right, well, first off, thanks for being here today. I appreciate it. I am Florida Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins. I've heard it asked, why on earth is the Lieutenant Governor coming across the country to be here? What I want you to know, this isn't business as usual. This isn't politics as usual. I am not your run-of-the-mill Lieutenant Governor. In the words of what I will say some left-leaning Californians, I don't identify as a politician. I identify as a God-fearing, gun-loving, freedom-defending, one-legged, retired Green Beret. And I want to set the tone based on that. So we're here today, and I don't want to be here today. We're here today because of tragedy. 3 lives lost. 3 Floridians' lives ended early. Now, why did this happen? What was the causatory problem that brought us to this point? Well, we're here in California because when this tragic accident happened and 3 Floridian lives were lost, he fled back to California, where in 2018 he illegally crossed the border, came here, and ended up getting a commercial driver's license, a CDL. When he was pulled off the side of the road, he answered 3 out of 16 questions properly. Why was he driving in the first place? He didn't have basic English proficiency, he didn't know the road signs, and yet he is driving a giant vehicle across our state. And let's not overstate, we cannot say this enough. 3 lives ended early because of that, because of failed border policy. Now, when you look at what we do here in Florida, back in Florida, and why I'm here, we understand that leadership matters. You gotta be upfront, standing and being bold, even if it means standing alone, as I am today, because we believe in doing the right thing. We believe and will continue to lead on illegal immigration and immigration policy enforcement, and we're gonna make sure that this thug is brought to justice and faces it in Florida, and that those 3 lives lost early are given accountability and the justice they deserve. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what got us here. How many more lives have to be lost because of Gavin Newsom's failed policies? How many more lives have to be lost because of fentanyl, because of gangs, because of rampant disregard for American citizens? The fact of the matter is, Gavin Newsom continues to care more about tweets and what goes out on social media than taking care of the American citizens and the citizens of California. It's ridiculous. In Florida, we do just the opposite. It's not about words, it's about deeds. And that is why I'm here today, to make sure this guy is brought to justice right back in Florida, to let our folks know we will go to any step necessary to make sure that freedom remains, that justice is served, and the rule of law is held accountable. Thank you.
Lieutenant Governor, why do you personally want to escort the suspect to Florida? There's law enforcement, that's their job. But why do you personally want to do that?
Well, I think I kind of answered that already in my statement, but you know what? Let me be succinct and restate that. This isn't business as usual. This is about leadership. You have failed policies that got us here. Gavin Newsom, the state of California, has failed to take illegal immigration seriously. In Florida, we take it serious. We care about our citizens' lives, and I'm tired of other governors, of other people failing to step up and take accountability and take illegal immigration seriously. We're here today to make sure that this guy goes back to Florida, faces justice, and those 3 innocent lives lost get the justice they deserve. 3 lives lost because of Gavin Newsom, because of California's failed policies. We're done with that shit.
And to clarify, when the Florida law enforcement pulled him over, he could only answer 3 of the 14?
3 out of 16. 3 out of 16.
And that was when they pulled him over after this deadly crash?
Yes.
Okay. What do you do in Florida then, like to prevent something like this from happening? What are your Florida laws that California may look at?
So I'll tell you, we have led the way. President Trump has been incredibly clear on this. The American people gave him a mandate. And that mandate was to take illegal immigration seriously. Now, I want you to know this isn't a Republican issue. It's not a Democratic issue. It's not an independent issue. It's an American issue. We all take this seriously because of fentanyl, because of gangs, because of the taxpayer dollars being spent out of pocket to take care of people that, frankly, don't belong here. The initial crime is illegally crossing our border. I can promise you, I just got back from Israel and the Middle East not long ago, where we were back there bringing American citizens home, bringing them back here. If you did this in another nation, in the Middle East, in South America, in Europe, you will be held accountable. There are laws and their borders do matter. Why is it different here? I'm here to tell you, America first matters. Putting Americans first is part of that. And I think you guys need to step up, take the 287G agreement seriously. You need to work with federal law enforcement, and you need to understand that you're citizens. Because I brought back a lot of people from California, from Israel, when we were out there dodging ballistic missiles. They're concerned about illegal immigration. Each and every one of them brought it up. And they wouldn't have voted for me if they could have, frankly. They weren't in they weren't Republican voters, right? The truth of the matter is this: you guys have failed to understand what the American people want, what your citizens want, and you got to take it serious. I'm happy to sit down and explain more and more details as we go on, but listen to your people. Take immigration seriously and make a difference for the citizens of this state and this country. Ma'am.
Yes, sorry, Josie Hart with Fox 40, and sorry I have to ask kind of the tough question, but we were talking to some folks this morning. They felt like, your presence here may be a little performative, or they question, is it necessary? Just what is your response? What's the message you want to send?
Well, I think I answered that in the beginning, right? Now, I think your governor said this was just out here for media attention, right? What a bunch of hogwash. I don't think he understands the first thing about leadership. Leadership is getting on the ground and saying the hard things. This isn't our home turf, right? I am out here answering questions in California because I believe in protecting our citizenry that much. I believe in leadership that matters. This is not performative. This is what leadership should be. I dream of the kind of America and the kind of Florida, and frankly, I hope and pray that California gets their stuff together and the voters are listening, where your governor, your leadership cares more about American citizens and California citizens rather than making laws that support illegal immigration, that put people's lives at risk, and they don't take this serious. This matters. It is not performative, and I'm here to make sure things happen the right way.
Governor, you mentioned fled back to California. How was he able to escape Florida state lines in the first place after facing such a serious incident?
So, appreciate your question. So, again, what are we talking about here? It's illegal immigration issues. He fled here because of the failed policies, these open border nonsense, the fact that you want to be a sanctuary state here because Gavin Newsom fails to understand. His own citizens and the American citizens have given President Donald J. Trump a mandate. Governor Ron DeSantis has led on this. That gentleman, that thug, fled back here because he knew those policies would defend him. That's what we're dealing with. We're going to get him back home. He's going to face justice, and that's what we're going to continue to do. How many more lives have to be lost? You guys got to get it right here. I got time for one or two more, Brian?
Governor, why did Florida Highway Patrol arrest him on the scene? It seemed pretty obvious from the scene that he was trying to make an illegal U-turn.
So when we're talking about that, you're talking about the actual incident on the ground?
Yep.
So let's walk through that. He was driving his vehicle. Again, he never should have been behind the wheel, right? Why did he get a license? If he couldn't speak English, he didn't know road signs, you're focused on something that's nonsense when he shouldn't have got a license in California to freaking begin with. It's wrong. It's unacceptable. He was there. 3 lives were lost because he got a license when he shouldn't have. Those people died, and then he fled back to California. Ultimately, we're going to make sure that justice is served. We're going to make sure that he is brought and put in front of the legal system, and that those lives get the justice they deserve. One more question, and we got to get moving.
Was he on a work visa? And how does
I can't hear you.
Was he on a work visa, and how does that apply between state to state, and how does that work with his license?
So, his legal status, I know there's been a lot of discussion on this. I think we have to continue to talk about the fact that in 2018, he illegally crossed into California. He played the sanctuary game. He stepped into California's failed, lax policies that have been here for years. And Gavin Newsom has continued to fail, continued to step into those. This state has led to how many lives being lost across our country? How many more people have to die from fentanyl, from gang activity, from illegal immigration problems before you guys take it serious, before Gavin Newsom takes it serious? In Florida, we do just the opposite. We take it serious. Now, guys, I do apologize. We're going to have to go. I know we're on a timeline. We don't want to miss those hacks. But I do want to thank each of you for being here today. It's incredibly important. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us and have some conversation. Y'all have a great day. God bless.